WackMatters is brought to you by Audible.com. If you go to audibletrial.com/WackMatters, you can sign up for a free 30-day trial where you can test out Audible's awesome audiobook monthly subscription service. Make sure to go to audibletrial.com/WackMatters.
$525,600 minutes. You say 525,000 moments, oh dear.
So that's about how long it took us to come up with an intro for this episode.
But I have a relevant joke. Hold on. I have a relevant joke.
Is it as relevant as
What's
really relevant?
What's the holiday coming up?
Wouldn't know.
It's so for people who know the song I was singing, it's Seasons of Love.
Oh.
Have you heard of the musical Rent?
Nope.
It's a bad musical. I don't agree with it. I think it's kind of stupid. However, the opening track is called Seasons of Love, and it's 525,600 minutes. Really, really catchy song.
You're making me cry, dude.
I was trying to talk.
Reminded me.
I was trying to talk about all the funny. Want to silence your freaking phone?
Yeah, I should probably do that.
Karsten.
Yes.
You ever podcast, bro?
What's a podcast? I thought I was just having conversations with you in your basement, like once a week.
It's internet radio on demand.
Or a bunch of jackwagons just talking into a microphone for 3 hours.
Yeah, make people think we put enough work. Yeah, we're that. Is that depressing? The half an hour we whittled down for you of not super funny content.
Listen.
Is I whittled down from 3 hours.
Listen.
And it's still not that good.
They told me I could be anything I wanted, so I became a disappointment.
It doesn't look like you're picking up very well. Hold on.
I oftentimes... the joke left me. Oof.
This is the podcast Toon In, where me and my good friend... I'm Mark. This is my good friend.
Mark with a C.
My name is Mark with a C, first of all.
No, yours is just Mark. Mine's Mark with a C. You specified.
Your name is Karsten.
No, it's not.
His name is Karsten. And Andros Miller. He killed Starvox's dad.
It's not the only dad I've killed.
You stupid dummy. There's maybe generously 5 minutes of podcast we have to be able to get through and sound like just normal people, and then we can literally get buck wild with the whole rest of it.
Okay, so let's start. Panic in the Sky is the name of the first episode.
I didn't even tell people what we do in the show. We didn't finish the intro.
Okay.
We try to get families together by watching cartoons and talking about them.
Emphasis on try.
Yeah, because nobody does it.
Huh.
Go ahead.
Are you sure? Are you done with your intro?
We're doing Justice League Unlimited Season 1. We're almost done. We have 3 episodes left. We're going to do 2 this episode.
And then we'll do 1 in a recap.
One in a recap of what we thought our opinion of the show was. So, obviously spoilers for late game of the show. So if you don't want to be spoiled on JLU...
What are you doing here?
Yeah, don't. Yeah, freaking go back to like episode 6 or something.
Yes.
Alright, hit us.
Or miss us. Okay, so Panic in the Sky is the name of the first episode that we're going to be covering today. And this one kind of just starts out on the premise that people are like starting to not trust the Justice League anymore. Like, it's becoming a problem. So the founding members of the Justice League decide they're going to do something. And what they choose to do is turn themselves into the U.S. government, which... Batman's just like, ha, that's a stupid plan. I'm out. Peace. And he just dips.
I forgot that my dog's the worst. I remember the first time we recorded at my house, Whitaker barked a whole bunch, and I had to freaking edit out a ton of barks. Anytime there was silence and he barked, I edited it out. I went through and cut out that little bit of thing. And he just did it again, and that's going to be the worst. Thanks for making me stay up, Whitaker.
Nifty.
Appreciate it. I'm not even sleepy.
I'm not. I had 3 shots of espresso today before we watched this episode.
Karsten?
Yeah.
So this is not really having... This has...
Can we cover the episode and then go on and then derail it?
Yeah, because that's the format of the show. We freaking... episode comes first and not whatever the crap we want to talk about.
What if we just want to throw the audience for a loop?
You work at a chicken fillet, correct?
I am a chicken salesman, yes.
I work at upholstery sales.
Upholstery sales? You mean poultry sales?
Fart!
Yes, I upholster furniture.
I hate you. So...
And
do
then
you
sell it.
hardcore judge people that come through the drive-thru and do or say dumb things?
Yeah, because most of the time they're stoned.
Because, like, when freaking get dunked on, dude, this is like an exposed video for Chick-fil-A. Hey, do you like saying my pleasure?
I don't not like it. Except for when I'm not in uniform, like not at work. Then I'm just kind of disappointed in myself for saying it.
Yeah. So, my main thing was, when I worked at, you said it correctly, but when I worked at Scooters, everybody in the store would get so passive-aggressive if somebody would say espresso, because it's not how you spell it or say it. You say eggs,
So,
espresso. It's
so
not
would
an
you say
egg.
they expressoed their disappointment whenever someone would pronounce it that way?
I would say they're the worst people, and I hate them.
Joke wasted.
I was just kind of curious about if people did that everywhere, and if you said the answer was yes, so like, does that happen? Does that kind of thing happen at Chicken Filet?
If people pronounce it wrong?
Yeah. So the answer is yes. So next time I freaking go to Chicken Filet, I'm gonna have to call my friend Karsten and be like, "Hey, am I saying this right? I don't want everybody to make fun of me."
Well, I mean, we'll just do it behind your back.
I
You won't know.
pull up to the thing, and I go, "Do you guys sell upholstery, right?" And then they correct me. I just go, "Fart," and I drive away. I just stop ordering and
You
leave.
confuse so many 15-year-old children.
Hey, let's talk about TV.
Yeah. Thanks for derailing the episode. It wasn't me this time.
Yeah, freaking. Well, no, you did it. You did it during the intro.
But then I got back on track. The intro isn't the official start of the episode. I
You
started
said it.
talking.
No, the intro is the start. It's the introduction of the episode.
The episode hasn't started till I have declared that it has started. The episode is starting now.
It's like there's a stand-up comedian who, rather than doing an hour-long special, they did an hour and 15-minute long special because they run and they slide out onto the stage on their knees. And then he has a whole bit where he talks about how people paid for a stand-up special, and since he's on his knees and not standing, the show hasn't technically started yet. It's pretty good.
All right. So Batman's just like, peace out. I'm not gonna turn myself in. I'm just a part-time member anyway, so I don't have to turn
Isn't
my in.
Karsten just the most popular boy, dude? How many times has your phone gone off since we started recording? Correct, 400.
I think it's mostly just Ian asking for advice.
Don't even talk about Ian. He's doing a different there's secret projects coming down the pipeline with me and Ian, but you have to freaking if it's not about our secret thing that we're working on,
Oh, never mind it.
then it's about no. I have to take that out, I think.
Do you though?
Yeah,
I mean, he's a real dude. He exists.
but I'm not going to imply that you just text him on the reg, that he's on your speed dial.
Oh, okay.
Okay, freaking talk. Get off your phone. We're doing a podcast. Talk about TV.
What is television? I only watch streaming services on my phone.
I only watch Twitch.
Okay, so
Ninja or nothing.
can I talk about the episode?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was adding to that. All right. So yeah, the founding members decide to turn themselves in, and Batman's just like, screw that. No, I'm not. So then he runs off. Then the Justice League, they turn themselves in, and once they've done that, Lex Luthor's just like, perfect. I can, like, enact my part of the plan now. And he fires a whole bunch of missiles at the Watchtower. And the remaining, like, Justice League members who are just kind of the casual members, they aren't, like, the main founding members.
The Unlimited, if you will.
The unlimited part of the Justice League. The grunt soldiers, the expendable crewmen. They have to fight off. They're just like, oh no, these missiles are coming to destroy the Watchtower. What are we gonna do? So these missiles, they hit the Watchtower, and then they drill into it, and then start releasing Ultimate
The room is filling
clones.
with poisonous gas. As a Star Wars The Phantom Menace joke.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Karsten, thanks for laughing at my joke and really making me feel better about myself.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. All right. Okay, I mean, let's be honest. That joke, it was a surprise to be sure, but it was a welcome one. So...
The freaking person who has the stupid Obi-Wan for text ringer.
I am a bold one. Okay. But you could say just because someone has a brain doesn't mean doesn't mean they're intelligent. So I guess you could say that about me. Yeah.
Is there I can't ask that question on this show, but not because it's an inappropriate question, but because we're supposed to talk about TV show. I was about to ask some Star Wars freaking deep cut knowledge on you.
Clone Wars is a TV show.
Cool. It's related. Is there a website that I can type in something about myself and it tries to tell me my metachlorian count?
I have no idea. Probably. That probably exists somewhere.
Okay, cool. Well, let's talk about this TV show.
So,
and then next episode, or if anybody's curious, ask us and we'll look up our metachlorian counts and give them to you.
Sweet. So, the Ultimate clones, they get on board the Watchtower and they just start fighting off all these remaining Justice League members, the Unlimited members. And
like my boy Steel.
Yes.
Steel is a really cool character.
And
I do
Green
like
Lantern.
him a lot. Booster Gold. Main characters also. You see like everybody that you kind of interacted with, but like
they're all doing their part.
The main players are Supergirl, and Steel, and Green Arrow.
Mm-hmm. So they're all fighting, and then Batman's just like, guess what? I'm gonna go infiltrate Cadmus. So he breaks in there, and he's just like, Amanda Waller, I must speak with you.
Okay, so I do love the interactions that Amanda Waller and Batman have with each other. Excuse me, sorry. Where, I'm trying to think of how to say it. Most everybody is very intimidated by Batman and stuff, and I like how, like, Batman and Amanda have gone nose to nose, like, several times, and neither one of them back down at all. I think that's just, like, a really neat character choice, to have her not be scared of Batman in any way.
Yeah.
It's just a little thing that I thought made the episode special to me.
It is a really neat aspect, like the relationship that their characters have.
As we'll get into in next week's episode, because we get to talk about the relationships.
Like how deep that actually goes.
Yeah.
It's
really good.
Story-driven
Ah, dude, I just realized I have to say I cried on 2 weeks worth of episode. I get to talk about how I cried at a kid's show. All ages show. Fart. I undercut our own premise. Go ahead.
Marcus. Okay. So they're talking, and Amanda Waller's just like, Batman's just like, did you launch those missiles at us? And she was just like, heck no. And so they're trying to like figure out who launched the missiles, and they eventually deduce that, oh no, it was Lex Luthor. So.
Also, the scene where he says Lex has no motive to help you, and she goes, well, we're helping him become president. That's a motivation enough for anybody. And he goes, almost anybody? And you're like, oh yeah, Lex Luthor is extra the worst person.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if we were a little more liberal-leaning that we would be watching the show and trying to make Trump comparisons to Lex? You guys heard it here first. I'm pretty sure Trump is trying to make an android so he can live for forever and know everything.
That thought entertains me.
Alright, go ahead, sorry.
So yeah, speaking of making an android and living forever, we cut over to Lex Luthor, and he's working on this giant android that's going to help him live forever. And then Batman shows up, and it's just like, surprise! And they fight, and Lex Luthor just starts throwing him around. And he throws him out the window. Then that's the end of that part.
He goes, yeet.
Yeah, yeets Batman right out the window. And then Lex Luthor turns around and Amanda Waller's standing there. And it's just like, surprise! And she blows up the android. And Lex is just like...
She melts it with one of the most ridiculous looking guns I've seen in anything.
Okay, but it doesn't matter how bad it looks as long as it's effective.
I didn't say it looked bad. Didn't say it looked bad. I said.
All right. So yeah.
How was the fighting in the episode?
I was just getting there, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, it was lit. It was pretty good.
It was lit.
Lit.
You heard our review of the fighting in Justice League Unlimited. Lit.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was really entertaining watching Batman fight Lex Luthor, because as they're fighting, Lex Luthor is discovering like even more new powers that he didn't know about. Because this whole time he's like discovering. Each time he gets into a tussle, he discovers a whole new superpower.
I appreciate that you described a fight with the word tussle. You want to tussle?
Yes.
If we get 100,000 subscriber or 100,000 likes on this video, me and Karsten will post a video of us tussling.
I'd tussle with you even if we just got 2 likes.
No. 100,000 likes or nothing.
If we get 5 likes, we'll tussle.
No, if we get 100,000 likes, we'll tussle.
You sure?
I can edit out whatever the crap you say. So yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Whatever I say goes.
Okay. So then so yeah, they're fighting, and it's really fun to watch.
Very one-sided also.
Yeah, it is very one-sided, because like Batman's throwing his batarangs and stuff, and Lex is just like catching them in his bare hands and like crushing them.
No.
And
try again.
And he just like straight up just picks him up and throws him out the window. But then as Batman's like falling out the window, it like gets real close up to Batman, and we see a hand like come onto screen and then grab Batman by the cape and just kind of raise him up.
Choke him out.
No,
fart! Didn't save him. I tried. Go ahead. It was Wonder Woman.
I don't know.
Or Superman. Or Superman.
It was probably Superman.
I'm a big Superman fan in this show.
He's pretty cool. I mean, I've never really been a huge Superman fan. I've always liked Batman more.
I think I like him more.
But The Flash is my favorite.
In this show? Or
no,
period?
Period.
Is it because of that very good CW show? So then, the Justice League shows up,
Classified.
and they essentially go, "We're gonna stop you, Alexander Luthor."
Alexander Graham Bell.
And
they prevent the invention of the telephone.
I like that you knew the inventor of the telephone off the top of your head. That makes me happy, first of all. Second of all, no, what actually happens is, they try to stop Lex, and then Lex skin peels back, and Brainiac reveals himself.
But Lex doesn't even know the Brainiac's there, and it's just like, Lex is like, the whole time he's like, what's going on, as he's like erupting with like the worst case of acne ever.
Cut to credits!
So yeah, I was about to say that.
So then, start of the next episode, recap. So we gotta recap the last episode for you real quick.
So, Lex Luthor fights Batman after Batman and Amanda Waller.
Lex Luthor has Brainiac inside of him. Let's talk about that.
Copyright strike. Here we go.
Yeah, because that we for sure crushed it close enough. The algorithm's gonna pick up on that crap.
Yeah. I mean,
no. So then, essentially, it talks about, and this is a really, really, really neat thing. They talk about how Brainiac's implanted a version of himself on Lex, and then it does like a quick flashback of him essentially in a laboratory and waking up and shooting Lex with a laser, and that scene is old footage from an episode of Superman the Animated Series.
Huh.
Yeah, which I think is just ridiculously cool how they tie everything in to like make the universe feel so lived in.
Mm-hmm.
And everything feels like it matters.
Yeah.
Which it's really cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
Then they do a punch fight.
Yeah, they do a little punch fight, and the Justice League is outmatched, or at least it appears so at first. So they're all fighting, and then I guess Waller's a good guy now because she's helping the Justice League, and they're all fighting this Brainiac Lex Luthor hybrid, And he like gets them all pinned, but then they like. But like each time he tries something, there's always at least one Justice League member that has the advantage, and is able to free the other members, basically.
Teamwork makes the dream work, homie.
Precisely. So then, Brainiac's just like, I am outmatched. I must go, and he runs off. And he's just like, I think he just straight up says, I was not prepared for this fight.
Yeah.
And then just runs off.
And he dips.
And so
Peace.
So they start Lex and Brainiac start sneaking through the was that Lexiac or Brex?
I've always just called him Brainiac.
Laniac or Brex.
What about like that sounds too close to the Lorax, actually. I was gonna say Lorax or something. Whatever.
So yeah, they go into the
Lex Luthor. It is kind of a clunky to say.
Mm-hmm.
Brex works.
So they go into the subway, and they
eat fresh.
Yeah. So they go into the subway, and they start like trying to figure out what they're gonna what their plan of attack is. So,
As they have a sandwich artist freaking just slice up that deli meat just right.
mm-hmm.
Just choice. And then you have a really, really specific and weird advertisement for Subway during...
Jared pops out. He's the mastermind of it the whole time. People weren't eating fresh enough, so I'm going to destroy the earth.
I forgot about Jared. And then Jillian Michaels comes out and talks about how you can become a contestant on The Biggest Loser. With Bob Harper and Dolvet something. Oh, dude, we should do a
Subway's marketing team was the mastermind this whole time.
We should do a podcast where we just figure out how much knowledge I have of The Biggest Loser from watching that show with Mom. Because
little known fact, Marcus actually won season 13.
Yeah, Marcus Knapp, look it up. Marcus Knapp is I am the
when he got on the show,
he was a solid
loser. He was a solid 1,000 pounds, but now he's down to about I don't know 150, 175, somewhere in that range.
Oh, wait, 150 flat.
150 flat, dude. I'm heavier than you by 1 pound.
Oh, fatty, gotcha.
Oh, that was horrible.
Got it.
If only this was like a visual podcast.
Yeah, we did have a camera for the one bad high five joke we did.
That was pretty good. Okay, so yeah, they're in the subway sewer system area thing, and
you can't say subway because I'm just gonna want to make more subway jokes. They're in a sewer.
Yeah, I think it's actually a sewer, but my mind was thinking of a subway.
Oh, dude,
same thing though.
Dang it! Frick! Dang it! I was gonna fart. Frick.
Okay. So they're walking around in this underground tunnel, and Brainiac's just like, I don't trust people.
This is the last time I'm gonna. Okay, not the last time. I'll stop interrupting you.
I love how this
episode.
I haven't derailed the episode, but you've done all of the derailing.
Okay, but you did just talk about Subway
after you started the topic.
No, but you talked about Subway, and then I thought of the restaurant chain Subway.
I didn't derail it. I was thinking it was a subway system.
It's partially your fault because you said Subway. But then you said you made the joke. You did the joke where you dunked on Subway about it being a sewer system.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really not like Subway? I really want to know your hot take on Subway.
I'll eat it.
The building?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I don't really have a problem with their food. We are not endorsed, so I can't explicitly say go eat their food.
However, Subway, get at us.
We're not.
Get at us,
Sponsor
dude.
us. We'll promote your food.
Hey, I don't like bread, but I'll be like, this is the best bread I've ever eaten in my whole life. If you give me $, Subway, I'll do it. Say I won't.
I mean, it's better than Ezekiel bread. That stuff's sandpaper. Okay, so yeah, they're in the underground tunnel, and Brainiac's just like, I don't trust people, so I'm not gonna ask for your advice at all. And then Lex Luthor's just like, but we're like one body, one mind. Why do you not trust me? That's kind of flawed logic.
And Brainiac goes, good point.
Brainiac's just like, crap, you right. So they sneak around and they find this underground facility where all of those robo-mites from like that one episode with the giant replicating thingy that Adam has to like destroy.
Yeah, the Darkheart robot.
The Darkheart robot thing. So he finds all those robo-mite things and he assimilates them and creates this gold shiny body for himself. And
then kind of he goes to destroy the world.
Yeah, he just goes to he
and
sets
then
up
Justice
shop
League
in
just
this
fights
lab,
him.
and the Justice League shows up and fights him, and he creates these replicant robot things that disguise themselves as the Justice Lords. So it turns into this like almost psychological warfare when the Justice League is fighting them, because these
which only works on Superman, the giant wimpo,
because he is the least capable mentally, because all he knows how to do is punch things.
But they're very good punches.
But you don't need a brain to punch something.
Karsten, you're not thinking about how they're good punches.
Okay.
That's how you win an argument, folks. Crushed it.
No, I just decided it wasn't worth the fight.
No, I won. It's a W.
I let you win.
Still won.
Okay. So they're fighting, and the whole time these Robo Justice Lords are like trying to like mess with the minds of the Justice League by like telling them lies and stuff like that. So like the Justice Lord version of the Flash, which is actually just the reverse Flash, since like there isn't actually a Justice Lord Flash
because he died in that universe.
Yeah. So it's just like, you'll never be good enough. You think you're good enough for to be with these guys? They have so much more power than you. All you can do is run fast. You might be faster than Keemstar, maybe.
I hate Keemstar, dude.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna pull that audio clip of me just saying I hate Keemstar and post it somewhere.
Okay. So they're fighting these robot versions, and Superman's fighting like the Justice Lord Superman, and he's just like, I'll never be you. And then he like gets the advantage, and he's like holding him up, and he's getting ready to punch him, and then the Justice Lord Superman robo morphs into Lex Luthor and says, go ahead, this is the moment you kill me. Use your heat vision. You know you want to. And then Superman's just like, I'll never be you.
Oh, fart. And then
son of a bacon bit, fart knocker.
And then
shut the front door.
Him and Wonder Woman switch people they're fighting.
Yeah, so Wonder Woman's just like, he's not gonna kill you, but I will.
Beats the mess out of. Which again, it's a fake fictional piece of metal. Actually,
it's the psychological part. It looks like a person, so it messes with your mind.
Yeah, essentially what we're saying is Superman, he doesn't know how to do anything. He's stupid. All he does is throw punches. He doesn't know how to do anything because he's dumb.
Well, I mean, like, if you were faced with if you had to like kill an android that looked like a real person, and like,
I think I could kill it. Yeah, I think I'd be like, you're not a real thing. You're a hunk of metal that's trying to, especially if it was trying to kill me seconds prior.
That just shows how weak-willed Superman is.
Yeah, Superman's dumb. All he does is throw punches. Screw that guy.
Okay. So yeah, they're fighting, and then Batman. This whole time, like, these the Justice League guys are like struggling to like fight their robo selves, and like it takes like a hot minute for them to each fight their counterpart, and Batman just throws 3 batarangs at his and wins.
It blows up, and he dips. He just goes
like,
home.
Yeah, he's just like, well, I've done my part.
He calls Alfred, be like, gonna need some hot chocolate. It's pretty chilly out here.
Warm up the lobster. We're gonna have some food.
I'm freaking coming home for dinner for once.
Yeah, I'll be home for dinner, honey. See you in a bit. So yeah, then they get rid of all those little robot replicant things. So Lex is just like, if you want anything done, you gotta do it yourself.
Then he destroys all of them.
Yeah, he just pretty much just jumps in and starts throwing them around, and then Flash is just like, not on my watch. and he runs faster than he runs a little bit faster than he's
he
ever run
had
before. And
runs around. He's building up strength.
It's actually one of my favorite scenes in the entire series.
It is really cool. He runs around the whole world to throw punches. Essentially.
Yeah, and like each time he does a lap, he gets a little bit faster, to the point where he's just going so fast that
he literally just punches them a whole bunch very fast with a lot of kinetic energy.
And it's like one of those scenes where you can't really describe it, but it looks so cool and carries actually a whole bunch of emotional weight because of the conflict between, like, the relationship between Flash and Lex Luthor. Because, like, Lex Luthor is going off the whole premise, oh, I guess this is the part where I change destiny and I kill you and start the apocalypse. And kind of like building up to this moment in the series, the Flash has just been like, guys, don't worry, Lex isn't going to kill me, it'll be fine. But like, you can kind of tell he's a little worried. And this is like the climax of his character arc in the series, where he's like,
both of them,
it's time to prove my worth to the Justice League, that I'm not just a useless boy that runs fast. I'm
the strongest boy.
Yeah, he's just like, no, that's my title.
You are the strongest boy.
So he's just like, I got to do this to protect my friends and prove that I can actually do something. And it's actually a really emotional scene.
And then he kind of fades away.
And then he commits not feeling so good.
Yeah, he does.
Mr. Stark. And
then he disappears.
Disappears, and everyone's just like, where is he? And Martian Manhunter's just like, I can sense his presence. And this is like, this is like after he's beat Lex Luthor. So Lex Luthor's just kind of unconscious, naked on the ground.
They don't show anything in this TVY7 Tilson show.
Right. Everything's blocked.
All ages show. Fart.
Dang it. You had one job. One job.
Is it to not undercut our own podcast 2 times in the same episode? I'll edit it out.
Yes.
I'll fix it in post.
If I remember.
I fixed a lot of stuff in post. I edit out
like half of my jokes.
I edit out one stupid thing you say at least every single episode I've edited.
I don't think I've made it there this episode yet, have I?
No, I'm going to edit out one thing you said. We already talked about it. Because you said it. I said I can't have it in the show, I don't think.
Oh, yeah. That whole thing about the Dark Lord of All.
I hate you.
Well, they don't know who I'm talking about, so this time, we can keep that in. His name is Spencer.
Oh, suck it, Spencer! You piece of trash!
I've been trying to get him to listen to the episode, dude. Don't just... We love you, Spencer.
If there's a real dude named Spencer for real? Ah, dang it, now I feel bad I dunked on Carson's friend. Hey, Spencer, if you want to listen to this podcast, you'll not be trash anymore.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry that I said you're trash, Spencer. Please listen to my podcast.
Okay, so...
Can I sound more pathetic about it? Can I get a second
grovel.
Take? Can I get a second?
Get on your knees.
Spencer? Hey, Spencer, I'm so sorry I called you trash. Can you please listen to my podcast? Please.
Yeah, that's pretty pathetic.
Also, when the Flash is dead, as they're like pulling him out and stuff, of being dead or dying.
He's in the Speed Force. Because he disappears because he runs so fast.
Kid Marcus did cry.
Grown-up Marcus did cry.
Not at that part, though.
Nah, you're getting a little teary-eyed.
Okay, but I didn't cry. It doesn't count. Getting teary and crying are different things.
You were almost about to cry. You were right on the edge. You almost jumped.
But that doesn't mean that I cried.
Fair.
If you are going the speed limit, you're very close to speeding. That doesn't mean you get tickets.
Maybe we should just rewrite the laws where if you're going the speed limit, you get ticketed.
You're too close to speeding. You were speeding adjacent. Gotta give you a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't cry. I did cry the next episode, though. We'll talk about that next week.
So they end up pulling him out, and he's just like, I can never run that fast again. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be able to like get out of the Speed Force. I don't think I'll be able to come back. So, a little bit of character building there too. Then we cut to a press conference where Superman is disbanding the Justice League. He's just like, okay, guys, we're too powerful. We're too dangerous. I'm disbanding the entire Justice League. Go back to your normal everyday lives. And then Green Lantern, who in the very first episode was just
Green Arrow.
Yes, Green Arrow, who in the very first episode was just like, yeah, this is a bad idea. I don't want to join your club. is just like, wait, hold up. The Earth needs us. You can't go about disbanding the Justice League.
Oh, fart, dude. We gotta hurry up. This has
We're
almost been 40 minutes.
We are necessary to the safety of this world. And Superman's just like, you right, but we're gonna have to make a few changes. And he lays out this plan for how they're gonna operate from now on. They're not gonna be up in the sky on this super weapon. They're gonna just build an embassy on Earth that everyone will live on. And he lays out some ground rules, and then, yay, it's a happy ending for the Justice League. Woohoo.
Yeah, and then, so, next week we'll talk about it, but, like, it is a really neat episode, because obviously the story of that is done, for next week's episode, but there's one more episode of, Justice League. We are gonna wrap up the episode here, so, hey, please share this, Spencer. We don't think you're trash. Karsten never did, and I only did for a second.
Until you realize that he was a real person.
Till when I thought you were a fictional person, when Karsten was just making up the name of Spencer to say was the Dark Lord or something, is the only time I thought you were trash. When I realized you were a real boy, I didn't think you were trash anymore. So I'm so sorry. We have merch.
We do? Oh yeah, we have merch.
We got those t-shirts.
And those sweaties.
Those sweaties.
We got that underwear yet?
We don't.
Dang it.
I don't think...
I'd buy it.
This is going to get edited out. I don't think anybody wants the words WackMatters over that part of their body. I think...
Hey girl, let me show you why Whack matters.
It sounds like a sad
Pickup
like
line.
A,
Hey,
more like a very defeated person who just is trying to get more trim.
Want to hear an even worse pickup line? Since we're editing this.
Sure.
Hey girl, you want a stud? Because I got an STD and all I need is you.
My favorite pickup line ever is, here, does this napkin smell like chloroform to you?
You ever heard of Bill Cosby?
No. But yes. What about him?
Wait, you don't know?
I'm kidding. No.
Okay.
And we're back from, that.
Mm-hmm.
I figured I already had to edit it.
That's fine. So yeah, subscribe to PewDiePie.
Subscribe to PewDiePie. Can't let T-Series win. Freaking T-Series is the worst.
Yes.
And I hate them. Okay, we were done with the edited part, Carson.
I didn't say anything.
We have designated times.
I didn't say anything.
We have designated parts for things I edit.
implied it.
Okay, thanks for listening. There's
Like
all kinds of
rate
stuff.
Us. We have.
Please share, Spencer. You're our favorite boy.
Yeah.
Tune in next time.
Thanks for listening to the podcast that we produce here at WackMatters.com. Just in case you didn't know, we have a lot of different shows running right now. There's Life's What You Rate It, where me and my brother Mark rate everything on a scale from 1 to 10 that exists in the entire universe. Toon In, where Marcus and his friend Karsten talk about cartoons and their value for people of all ages. Of course, Whack Tracks, where me and a bunch of friends make commentary tracks for whatever shows or movies we might be into at the time. And our newest show on the network, The Music Matters, where my friend Trevor creates a discussion around all the matters relating to music. If you'd like to support the content we make here at WackMatters.com, please go to WackMatters.storeenvy.com and check out our merchandise section. We sell t-shirts right now, and there's more merchandise to come. Even if you don't want to buy a t-shirt, there is a donate button at WackMatters.com that you can use to support the content that we already make and to help fund creative ideas for the future. Additionally, this podcast is also brought to you by Audible.com. If you go to audibletrial.com/WackMatters, you can sign up for a free 30-day trial with Audible.com where you get to listen to a free audiobook of your choosing and can continue subscribing for an awesome audiobook content subscription. Remember, that's audibletrial.com/WackMatters. We love you all and hope you will continue checking out the content we make here at WackMatters.com. Have a great day.